guiding those who are on the broad road to destruction. Guys, we need to be sincere. We need to be, first of all, we need to be justified by the blood of the Lamb. We need to be blameless before God. We need to have a relationship with God. We need, this morning in my prayer devotion in the book of Luke, Jesus tells Peter, "You're going to deny me 3 times." And he goes, sell your jacket and get a sword. And Peter says, "We got 2 swords." And then he takes him to the Mount of Olives. And he's praying and asking God, God the Father, if it's not your will, let this pass, but if it's your will. And then Judas comes and betrays Jesus with a kiss, right? Then he's arrested and he's led by the soldiers of the high priest, into wherever the Temple Mount or whatever the temple is. And he says, "Hey, I've been preaching this whole time and you never arrested me." But see, guys, one thing with God is nothing happens to you or to me unless it's God's will for us, especially if we're born again. And then again, I was having my devotion and you're watching Peter deny Jesus 3 times. And then the cock crows and then he goes out crying bitterly. But then you realize what has to happen. First of all, it has to. The denying Jesus must happen within probably a 2 or 3 hour period because it was late in the night. The roosters don't usually crow till 4 or 5 in the morning. The women and the men had to be there, and "Hey, Peter, you're one of his disciples. I don't even know the guy," right? And then when he does deny him the 3rd time, that he's in eye view of Jesus Christ, where Jesus just turns to him and he says, and it says the word of God came to him, reminding him that Jesus said, "Before the night's over, you will deny me 3 times." And then before the rooster crows or croaks. I mean, all those things to happen in unison. I mean, that's a lot. There's a lot of venues or inroads that need to happen for that to happen. But again, guys, one of the things that when we're born again, we're filled with the spirit of righteousness, which comes through Jesus Christ to the glory and the praise of God the Father. We're given God's righteousness. In the Bible, it says that in the book of Colossians, it says, "We have not ceased to pray for you and ask that you may be filled with the knowledge of His will in all spiritual wisdom and understanding, so that you may walk in a manner worthy of the Lord. So please Him in all aspects,